Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei Actresses. Today we have the MCC Party games on our hands. I'm playing fishing, if you missed it. Fishing on MCC Island exists now. Look, I'm gonna get a cool fish. What a great fish. Oh, something broke. Anyways, today's topic at hand is the, well this is not it. It's the MCC Party 2 games. However, before we get into it, something happened earlier today that is a little bit interesting, and I want to just very briefly mention it because it's relevant information to this channel. For those of you who don't remember, Kai and Speed did some Minecraft hardcore thingy, like a marathon a few months ago, sometime in August, and I made a video on it just to talk about it, you know, like nothing crazy. I just mentioned, hey, this is happening, it's funny, it's cool, positive video, really. The only thing I negatively said about them was that they're bad at the game. Their entire chat said that. Either way, I received a copyright strike. Yes, not a claim. Strike for this video. I assume it's an automated thing because they used AI to do this. There is an email address that I can contact if I were to appeal this, which I won't, by the way, because I know I'm not going to win. I'm just a small little guy. I'm not winning against Kai Cenat. But they used AI to make this claim, which... not sure about that one. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, just so everyone's aware, if you, for whatever reason, notice that I may be taking things a little bit more carefully with the channel for a little bit, that's why. The appeal, as you can see, expires on March 5th. So, not going to be that big of a deal. Having one strike on the channel doesn't matter, but yeah, just a heads up. There is a copyright strike on this channel for the next 3 months, and I can't do anything about it, really. I made a tweet about it just to raise awareness of like, hey, this is bad, weird, this shouldn't happen. I don't know why you're doing this, but yeah, that's that, really. Anyways, on to the actual video topic of today, is MCC Party 2. If you didn't know already, and I'm just going to do this real quick, don't ignore me, okay, yep, there we go. If you didn't know already, the games for MCC Party 2 have been announced. They were actually revealed a little bit in advance because there was this video posted on the Noxcrew channel. I'm not going to play it in its entirety because obviously I don't want to take away viewership. In case you missed it, you should just check it out. It's a fun video. It has a bunch of creators in it, and to kind of showcase how things went, I'll show you a little clip from Ollie here. This is not Ollie.
Can't stop me.
Oh,
I can't read.
There's a rat in the MCC team. They're leaking.
A bunch of the players got a little a message or a little note sent to them that has info on it regarding top secret information, and basically what it means is it reveals the games one by one. Here you can see it mentions Python. There's a rat leaking. Palace, so Python Palace, Python's crypt, whatever, right? This reveals Ace Race is in, and it says stay quiet about this one, C. And then this entire video, there's a bunch of creators in it. There's Sneeg, there is Gumi, there is Fwip, there is Impulse, there is Kara, and also Purpled, and also over here Antfrost, and Joel, and I think one more. Eloise, there we go. And boom, that combined results in something along the lines of this. This is a community member who did this. It is a summary of the, you know, the hints that were given. So let's look at it. So there's Python script, Ace Race. There is Castle Hole in the Wall, which this is the actual official announcement, by the way, but we'll get into that a little bit. There is Season 2 Grid Runners, Dungeon, Sands of Time, Construction, Build Mart. There is Season 1 to get to your side, Heated, Meltdown, AI, Survival Games, Classic Map, Battle Box, Rigged Dome, Fan Favorite, blah, 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 whatever, right? 10 hints, which results in this announcement. Battle Box, as mentioned here. I'm not going to go back and forth for everything, but you can kind of... wait, hold up. Was Battle Box... yeah, here. So that's Joel's one. You see every single game as mentioned. And something brand new. The Noxcrew Takeover, which is interesting. We don't know what that means. It's fun, though, because... you know, it's different. We like it when things are different. But, yes, there is a Noxcrew Takeover for this event. And there's people that have been making theories about what exactly is going to happen. But I think what we can see from these blurred images is some of the maps that we will be seeing in this event. They're very blurry, so it's going to be a little bit tricky, but yes. Battle Box, that's classic. That is the classic Battle Box map. And you can also tell this from the video, classic map Battle Box from Joel's hint. That was clear. To get to your side, this is like the Godzilla, I think, or like the lizard snake thing from one of the to get to your side maps. It's the one where you bridge between buildings and you bridge 2 times until you get to the finish point. For anyone who doesn't understand still, Blushy's MCC Rising clip, I think, or All Stars, wherever she did like a 5-block extension, that map. There you go. SOT is SOT, Build Mart is Build Mart, Grid Runners is Grid Runners. It's mentioned Season 2 here. I don't remember exactly everything that was mentioned in the video, so there might be some Season 2 exclusive rooms from Grid Runners. Ace Race is on Python's Crypt, the modernized, or Python's Palace, I think is actually what it's called. The modernized version of Python's Crypt, the OG Ace Race map. This was first debuted in MCC Twitch Rivals San Diego, which was October this year, I think, or no, September. It was this year, so there you go. And yeah, that map's back. SG is on, well, from this hint, it says survival games is AI, whatever that means. So maybe it's the random everything version again, where it's the random chunks, or maybe it's just a map that we like. I think this looks familiar to me, but I could not tell you the name of the map. Hole in the Wall looks different, I think, unless it's not. Hole in the Wall's hint was castle, so maybe there already is a castle Hole in the Wall map, or maybe this is new. I don't know. And then Meltdown is Meltdown. Meltdown's always normal. But Noxcrew Takeover is a very interesting one, and something that is that's been theorized about regarding Noxcrew Takeover is what it's going to be. One thing we know from the hints is that it's very unlikely to be a new game, if not confirmed to not be a new game at all. But it's a rigged dome, fan favorite, which has led to this theory. My guess for the Noxcrew Takeover as of right now is that it's Sky Battle on Candyland. The hint doesn't mention anything about a new game, so throw that out immediately, and the only description we get is that it's a fan favorite map and that it wouldn't be a party without it. I've seen people guess that it may be Skyblocker, but that game doesn't have a fan favorite map. It's barely a map at all, to be honest. Candyland has a giant cake in the center, so that fits the it wouldn't be a party without it criteria, and Candyland is definitely one of the more beloved Sky Battle maps, if not the most beloved. Plus, and this I think is the most likely hint that makes sense, since the video was intertwined with showing off the MCC trading card game Creator Cards and that the game itself is based on Sky Battle, I'm willing to bet the takeover will be Sky Battle on Candyland, on the Candyland map, as a sort of showcase advertisement for the TCG while also being birthday themed. It is just so... This is so... It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense for this to be Sky Battle on Candyland, to advertise the TCG, and also to give people what they want. It is one of the most beloved maps across the entire event. Throughout the history of the entire event, this is probably one of the most known maps. It's probably the one that most people could name. If you say, name an MCCI map, this is probably one of the top 5 ones people would say. You would get maybe Cloud's Ace Race, is something people might know. It's the Ace Race maps, or maybe people that names people would know. Battlebox, maybe Classic, or whatever people could know, and that's it. That's it. Then you have whatever Sky Battle is, Sky Battle Candyland. Boom, there you go. So that's probably what the Noxcrew Takeover is. It's a guaranteed game, whatever number, on Sky Battle Candyland map, where they're probably going to have the TCG involved in some way, shape, or form, whether it's just advertising it or maybe there's a little spin to it, and that's it. However, that does bring up the question. We haven't seen more than 9 games in a rotation outside of a Rising event in MCC, I think, in a little bit. Maybe it happened in Scuffed, but I don't remember it correctly. And it's interesting to see what the result will actually be, because I don't actually know what games are going to be the favorable ones to skip for the players. This is a very well-rounded roster of games. I think you're seeing a lot of PvP with BattleBox, SG, and likely Sky Battle, so maybe one of those would get skipped, but there is still a decent amount of PvP representation in the roster. I don't have the teams up right now, but I'm sure if you're interested in this event, you probably know the teams, and if not, I made videos about them recently. But PvP is very well represented here. 3 of the 10 games being PvP is just the exact percentage that you would want. Then you have team games as well being well represented. Grid Runners, Build Mart, SOT. That's another 3. And then you have Meltdown, which is also a PvP game. Technically, it's more like a hybrid PvP and team, you know, because I guess you could do it solo, but whatever. And then Movement, to get your side, Ace Race, and Hole in the Wall, kind of. So what I would assume happens in this roster regarding skipping games is, and this is just an assumption, and I really hope that I'm correct, is the 2 games that get skipped is going to be a PvP game and probably a team game. It would be really cool if it was 2 PvP games, because I just think that, you know, that's a bit more friendly to some of the teams. But it's probably going to be 1 PvP game and a movement game. Or, sorry, a team game, in which it's probably going to be Grid Runners as the team game, if I had to guess in terms of skipping. The thing is, okay, actually, let me rewind. SOT is a game that people will keep until late. And Meltdown is a game that people might keep until late. And potentially, To Get to Your Side is a game people would keep until late. And then maybe like Hole in the Wall or Grid Runners is one of the ones that people would keep until late. I think Build Mart goes out early, SG goes out early, Ace Race goes out like middle of the event. Noxcrew Takeover happens at some point. Maybe there is no audience poll, but audience poll happens maybe in the middle as well. That's like 4 or 5 games decided. BattleBox could be late as well. You have some like favorites as well left for the end. Yeah, I think Build Mart early makes sense. I just don't know. I hope they don't skip Build Mart because it's been, you know, not played that much. Sorry, my apologies. And SG would be fun to see, I guess, but I don't really care for SG that much. So I think the likely games to get skipped potentially are just the island games. Yes. Now that I think about it, besides the Sky Battle potential here, it's the island games and then either Meltdown or SOT. Because BattleBox, To Get Your Side, Hole in the Wall are just island games, and I could see them just skipping those if it comes down to it, which would be fine because there's a PvP game in there. I would say that, you know, To Get Your Side and Hole in the Wall both being skipped would be a little bit silly because it's the movement representation in this roster. So I could see Hole in the Wall being skipped, and then maybe BattleBox or Meltdown, and that would probably be it. But maybe not. We'll see, I guess. For anyone who's not aware, this event will take place Saturday this weekend. In 2 days away from me uploading this video is when the event will take place. And yeah, it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a party. A party too, even. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.